We're doing a full face of all the best makeup products, according to me. We're gonna do this gorgeous look with some of my favorite products, so let's get into it. Starting off with brows, the NYX Brow Glue has been my absolute favorite. This is such a drugstore favorite of mine. It's just one of those formulas that hold your brows in place all day without it being sticky. I really used to love the e.l.f. Brow Lift, but I find that this stays on longer. It just really glues your brows in place, and it's also a cheap product, so we love that. My favorite brow pencil of all time is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown, but I ran out of it like a month or so ago and I haven't gotten a new one yet. But this has been another one of my favorites. It's the ColourPop Brow Pencil. It also has like a very fine tip. I'm using the shade Brunette here. I find that this is a bit warmer than Ash Brown by NYX, so I've been alternating between the two, but the NYX Micro Brow Pencil is something I've used since I was like 16, so it's honestly such a staple for me at this point. It's the best brow pencil out there. Moving on to my base, my favorite primer of all time is the Refi Glow and Sculpt Face Primer. This is the absolute best formula for dry skin to give you that glow and hydration, and it works with every single one of my foundations. My one critique about this product though is the packaging. I do like the roller, but it's a bit of a pain to clean sometimes, so I would really like this in like a normal pump. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the packaging, it's still my favorite product, and these always last so long. This has quite a lot of product in it. Foundation for me is always a tough choice because I'm constantly trying out new foundations and I'm falling in love with new foundations. But currently I have a very clear top three. My top three foundations are the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I rave about this foundation so much. It's been one of my favorites for such a long time. It just looks so good on my skin, even when I had cystic acne. My second favorite is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This has become a new favorite within the past year, but if you're looking for the most gorgeous, radiant, skin-like finish, you have to get this. I always get so many compliments whenever I wear this because it just gives your skin that glow from within, and it just makes your skin look so healthy. And then my third favorite, and possibly my top choice currently, is the Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Luminous Foundation. Again, a new launch last year, but I absolutely fell in love with it immediately. Like, if you've seen my initial review or some of my tutorials, you see that I use this all the time. And I'd actually say that there's a mixture of the NARS and Haus Labs ones. It has the coverage and texture of the Haus Labs one with the luminosity of the NARS one. Fenty always gets points for their shade range. They're one of the few brands where I can actually find like a neutral, cool toned, fair foundation. For reference, I'm usually a 120 or a 2 in Fenty, and this just gives you that absolutely amazing glow, and it also gives a decent amount of coverage without it being too full coverage or cakey. Like, it still lets your own skin show through, which I absolutely love these types of finishes because it's like your skin but better. It just really gives that beautiful finish and glow. Also, I totally forgot to mention, I mentioned this in my short and my Instagram reel, but the Stay Glowy Super Gel is another one of my favorites, and I usually put this underneath my foundation or then mix it in with a more matte foundation, and it just gives the most perfect angelic glow. And like, this is such a multi-use product. Like I said, I like to use it as primer or mix it in with my foundation, use it as a small highlight, or then just body glow. This product I use if I want even more glow and radiance into my skin. Like, you can see it gives such a skin-like glow. Moving on to bronzer, my absolute favorite bronzer is the Say Beauty Sun Melt Bronzer. This is literally the only bronzer I use. You see me using this in every single one of my videos, and it's honestly the most perfect bronzer out there. It just melts into your skin. I mean, look at that. And it's one of those bronzers that isn't unnecessarily orange on my pale skin. Like, it brings warmth, but it's not like raging orange. I also literally just bought a new one a month ago. This is like the one product I will forever continue repurchasing. Like, if I got stranded on an island somewhere, this is the product I would have with me. I'm just such a big fan of Say products because you can glam them up or then do like a no makeup look with them. For contour, my favorite for the second year in a row is the Milk Makeup Sculpt Stick. Now, say what you want about this product, but these are some of the best on the market. I get the whole controversy of them sizing it down and keeping the price the same. I absolutely agree with that, but this product is genuinely so good, and this has lasted me for over a year at this point, and I use it every single day, so it does have a ton of product in it. And this is one of the only true cool toned contour shades I've found for my pale skin. This is specifically in the shade Toasted, and these just blend out flawlessly. They literally blend in like 2 seconds. Again, this is a product I continuously repurchase, but honestly this lasted me for a full 2024 and I still have tons of product left. I've used this for a year and I still have so much product to go, so don't sleep on these, especially if you're a pale girly looking for a cool toned contour. Now my blush favorite is such a clear choice. My favorites are the Rhode Pocket blushes, specifically this one in Toasted Teddy, and honestly I became such a Rhode convert in 2024. When Rhode first came out I was like, yet another celebrity brand, what are they gonna bring? But then they've actually delivered, and I've tried out their skincare and their makeup this year, and these products are actually really great, and I'm obsessed with these blushes. Again, not a huge fan of the bulky packaging just because it's a bit hard to store, but you can't argue with the formula. This is one of the creamiest formulas out there. It's so blendable, the shades are great, and I think they're coming out with more. It just really is such a great blush, and again, whenever I wear this, people ask me, what blush are you wearing? Especially this shade. I just love a good like blushed moment. Moving on to concealer. Now concealer has always been a category where I don't have a clear favorite, but these are the 3 I use day to day and absolutely love. We have the Rough Eye concealer, again a new launch last year. We have the NARS Radiant Creamy concealer, again I think everybody's favorite, and then we have the Say Slip Tint concealer. All of these I absolutely love. They're all super lightweight, they have great coverage, but they're not cakey, and they just feel like nothing on the under eyes. I'm using the Say concealer. These are so creamy, so lightweight, and they blend out so easily. But yeah, those are all great concealers if you're looking for a lightweight, high coverage, hydrating concealer. My favorite powders are the Huda Beauty Easy Bakes. I'm specifically in love with the shade Cherry Blossom. I have the mini one of it. Easy Bake is such a great powder. I think everyone should have one. It literally lasts all day and it just blurs your skin and sets your under eyes so well. And I love this one in Cherry Blossom. It just brings in more brightness. But I also just launched this one in purple. I've done a couple of shorts on this, but let me know if you want an in-depth video on this. But yeah, literally one of the best powders out there. My favorite highlighter is the Half Magic Beauty Light Trap highlighter in Enter the Glow. Half Magic is such an underrated makeup brand, and we'll get back to that. But this is literally the most beautiful like champagne-y glow. It sort of reminds me of Becca Champagne Pop, which I still have, I think. But yeah, it's just such a pretty champagne-y highlight. Then moving on to eyes. This will forever be one of my favorite eyeshadows. It's the Half Magic Beauty Glitter Puck in Dopamine Sparkle. It's literally my favorite of all time. I have 4 of these currently, so that tells you something. And I think Half Magic Beauty needs more respect, more hype, because their products are truly amazing. And this is like my everyday eyeshadow. It's just the perfect like neutral rosy sparkle for anyone. I mean, who doesn't need a little sparkle in their life? And every single time I wear this in one of my videos or out and about, everyone asks me what it is. So let this be a PSA, whatever's on my eyes is most likely Half Magic. Their single duochrome shadows are also really good. I use them all the time. They're like the perfect like shifty glittery duochrome, absolutely amazing. But I also wanted to highlight the Huda Icy Nude palette because this has become one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I've used this so much in the past few months, and it really is like the perfect wintry fall color scheme, and the colors are so cohesive. It's a very beginner friendly palette, and as with everything Huda, the formula of these is absolutely amazing, and especially if you're someone with like cool and neutral undertones, this palette is going to be absolutely perfect for you because there aren't that many like full-on cool tone palettes out there. The mascara, I have 2 favorites, and it sort of depends on the look which one I use. So these are my 2 favorites. We have the Maybelline Sky High in Burgundy Haze. This is for when I want a colored mascara. I love a burgundy mascara, or if I want that like softer look. But then my favorite is the Milk Makeup Tubing Mascara. This came out last year and it has become my favorite. I use it every single day. It separates my lashes so well, and even though it's a tubing mascara, it creates so much volume, and because it's a tubing mascara, it's extremely long lasting. This is what I wore to the Eras Tour concert, so it lasted like a good 14-hour day of like crying and bawling my eyes out, and it never budged. It has also lasted through multiple panic attacks, so I feel like those should be the credentials for this mascara. I could even go as far to say that this is potentially one of my favorite mascaras of all time, and I've tried loads of mascaras. So moving on to my lips, and sort of like my go-to lip combo. Okay, first off, this has been such a holy grail product for me this year. This is the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm. I have this in the clear one, and I just use this as like my daily like lip gloss slash lip balm. It's like so glossy. I use this every single time before I film to give my lips that hydrated glow, and sometimes I just like to do a lip liner and then pop this on top of it. And moving on to lip liners, I've definitely become a lip combo girly in the past year. You can't underestimate the power of a good lip combo on your makeup look. So these are my two favorite lip liners. My absolute favorite is the Lancome Idole liner in Idole Nude. This is like the absolute perfect pinky nude lip liner for me. Like, you can just see how it's like the perfect pinky nude. And then another one of my favorites has been the Say Beauty 101 lip liners. I like to use the shade Tease to sort of deepen out my lip line. The reason these liners aren't my favorite though is because of the shade range. The shade range isn't inclusive at all. This is the darkest shade, and like some of the shades are like way too light even for me, and I'm pale as hell. It's a great formula, it's a great product, but they definitely need to extend their shade range. And then for lip gloss, my favorites are the Say Glossy Bounce lip oils. I have a Say Glossy Bounce lip oil in every single one of my bags. These are just amazing. They're so glossy, they're so comfortable, and I'm someone who's very particular about lip gloss formulas. And these are very comfortable. I have these in every single color and they're just so amazing. I absolutely love them. And then for setting spray, the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray will forever be my favorite. It makes my makeup last all day. It's a cult staple for a reason, and that is a full face of all my favorite makeup products. And these products just make my makeup look so good every single time. Like, you can just see how good this looks. I'd also love to hear some of your favorite makeup products, so comment your favorite makeup product down below. And yeah, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.